Hello everyone, my name is Jeff, and welcome back to my channel, Super Juggalo. If this is your first time here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Like my daughter says, it's free, and you can always change your mind later. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. This is where you're going to find me discussing my favorite things about movies and music, video games, and the physical medias that surround all of those types of mediums. So please sit back and relax and check out this next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do something, I think, just a little bit different. Back when I was doing shorts a little more often, I would do some video game stuff. So, you know, obviously it's on my main banner of the channel. I'm going to talk some video games from time to time. And this time is one of those times we're going to talk those video games. I just want to talk about some of the recent things I've picked up, maybe in the last, probably about 2-3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer. Let's just say in the last month or so. I don't buy a whole lot of video games anymore, but, you know, from time to time, I'll get me one. First thing I got was this. This is the Mario Brothers Game & Watch. Now, I got this at my friend's game store. From me, he's about 2 hours away. And there it is. You know, turns on, does its thing. It can be a little clock if you need it to be a clock. But it's playable. It's Mario Brothers, and it's playable. Very, very cool. Now, I have one of these, but I have it in the box. When this came out originally, I bought it, and then I said, you know, I'm going to leave it in the box so it stays mint and good. But then when the Zelda one, they made a Zelda one when it came out, I bought two of those. One to open, one to leave sealed. I just never had bought two of these. So this is my opened one. And it's very fun to play. It's very cool to just kind of have around. Now, while I was visiting my friend's store, like I said, he's, you know, somewhere between an hour, 2 hours away now. I decided to pick up this as well. Because like I said, I don't get over there very often. But I love my GameCube games, and I love picking GameCube games up. This is an only 4 GameCube title. Now, it's just a regular old pool game. It's nothing like super special, I wouldn't think, but it's the GameCube. I love the GameCube. One of my favorite systems, honestly. One of my favorite systems of all time. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a theme on these next two that I'm going to show off. And that is that they have classic games on them. And they're made for what is my current favorite system, like my favorite system of current releases. And that is, I got the Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection. It's got 7 games in it. I got this for the PS5. Now, my buddy Tim over at Tim's Talks Talkies, he would probably like this. You know, I'm sure he played these games in the 90s. A lot of people that were growing up in the 90s were playing Jurassic Park games. This is all the ones that it has listed on it. It says portable. Portable means Game Boy. 8-bit, 16-bit means Nintendo and Super Nintendo. They just were not allowed to use the Nintendo branded names. And yes, this is a limited run game. I actually got it from my local game store. I did a pre-order on it. My local game store is pre-ordering limited run games. What do you know? This next one, I got it at Walmart, and they had it marked all the way down to $15. And what I will tell you is there's DLC built into this version. And the DLC that's built into this version is $10 digital on the store right now. That is Sonic Origins Plus. 16 classic games with new playable characters. And the Plus is what's $10. Sonic Origins is usually a $20 game or $30 game. I think it's a $30 game for the Origins, and then you pay $10 more for Plus. They had this marked down from $40 to $15. And it comes with the book. It comes with an art book and the works. 20-page reversible cover sheet, 20-page art book. You've got 4 iconic titles, which I believe is Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles, the Sonic and Knuckles game. And I believe you can play as her, but I believe you can play as Knuckles in like Sonic 1 and some other things. But I just thought this was really nice. It is embossed, and it's got a nice little slipcover on it. Like I said, go check your local Walmarts. They are all the time putting the randomest games on clearance, and I'm not sure why, but I'll take it because PS5 games aren't cheap. No. And we're always talking themes. So these next two are kind of themed as well. And this is another PS5 game, and that is Vertigo 2. Now this is a PSVR2, PlayStation VR2 required game. You have to have the VR2 to play it. But this physical version comes with a physical encyclopedia book with all the characters and creatures and stuff. And Vertigo 1 was supposed to be one of the best VR games they made. So for it to get a sequel is pretty cool. As you can tell, this is still sealed. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. It's hard to play VR games and be a parent. It just is. Which makes the next one that much more upsetting that I haven't played it yet. And that is Madison VR. Now this is a first-person horror game about like a camera and whatnot. Think, if you're into old school games, think Fatal Frame, Fatal Frame 2. I mean, there's 5 Fatal Frame games now, I believe. But something similar to that, in a way. Now, this is made from the ground up, remade from the ground up in VR. And this logo here, which you can see on here as well, Perp Games, they're the company that I believe is the ones that are responsible for releasing the majority of VR games on physical media. And as far as I know, my local retro store cannot get pre-orders from this company. I have to do it from GameStop, which really makes me mad because, as you can tell, this is open. And I didn't open it. Got all the cool stuff in it. At least everything is here, which that's what the employee said. Well, at least everything's still there. Doesn't matter. When I pay full price for something, I pay full price for something. I paid game. I think it was a $40 game. What do you know? Now that's not bad. Games are usually like $70 now on the regular, so $40 not bad. But VR games are shorter experiences. Hence the shorter price. It makes sense. What made me mad was that they wouldn't even offer me a discount for opening my game before I got there. And they said, well, if you would have came and got it on release date. Okay, little backstory on this game. I pre-ordered this in November of 2023. It had a release date. Was it November? It might have been October. Let's just say October, because I think I had about 6 weeks before it came out, and it was due to come out December 8th. It got pushed back to March 22nd. Now, I went into the store on December 8th, and it was delayed till March. When I went in on March 22nd, delayed again. They could not give me the release date. It didn't say. It just said 12/31/2024. They moved the release date to the end of the year because it's a placeholder date. So they couldn't tell me. I seen somebody on YouTube talking about this game being out, And I went to GameStop to pick up my pre-order that I had paid for 7 months prior. Maybe 8 months prior. At least 7. And they opened it up and they had it out on the floor to sell it to someone else. And it was completely paid for. I was not happy about that at all. But I still had to use them because the next thing that I grabbed was something that could not be pre-ordered from my local retro store either. I'm really trying to use my local retro store to pre-order new release stuff and not give my money in business to GameStop, but they're making it really hard when they tell me, no, we're not going to be able to get that. You'll need to find it from somewhere else. So I end up going to GameStop. Well, there was one kid in there and I told him about how I felt about the Madison, and maybe he told the workers, hey, make sure you call this guy ahead of time. So they called me on this next one. And if they would have opened this, I would have been mad. This is already going for more money than it was when it originally, released. It's not old. This is like a new release game. But the standard edition was $30. I don't believe the standard did get a physical. I don't believe the standard came with anything but the game cartridge. I paid a little bit more of a premium for the deluxe set. That's what it's called, the deluxe set. But what I got, and they didn't open it, thank God, because I don't think I'm going to open it. I think this is going to be a shelf piece, and maybe I'll buy this digital. It may go on sale, and it's only $30 digital as well. And if it doesn't go on sale, 30 is not bad, but potentially it could be 20 or less. And that is my most anticipated game of the whole summer. The Nintendo World Championships NES Edition Deluxe Set. Wow. This is a nice, thick... Boy, it's nice and thick and chunky, and it's all there. It's all there. Look at everything in here. So this is the game. Of course, here it's talking about the game. And, you get 150 challenges spread across 13 different NES games. Very cool. This was a cartridge that was used for championships in the 90s, if I remember correctly. I was a bit young then to know that. And there's party mode where you can play with your friends. Just grab a Joy-Con and go. Host local player up to 8 players. So yes, you can use 8 single Joy-Cons and play 8 players. That's pretty cool. You get the game. You get this really cool gold replica game cartridge with the sleeve. And it is, from everything I've seen already online, it is pretty much the exact same thing as what the games were back in the day. You get a really nice 5-pin set. And you get a set of art cards. Like I said, this is a really nice set, but I wanted it sealed because honestly, I don't think I'm going to open this. It's probably too hard for me, for one, and two, it's probably too hard for my kids. So it'd probably be, well, not too hard for my kids, but the one that would be interested in it, which would be my youngest, he'd be the most interested in it, and it may be too hard for him. So I'd rather invest in it digital on my Switch and let him check it out and see if he likes it and then go from there. But, So this is my stack of games. So this is pretty much everything from my pickups here for the month. Most of the summer. My summer pickups, Got that nice game I'm watching there. Don't want to forget that. Some good stuff. So, if you, if you like the game content stuff, let me know down below. Anyways, if you hung out here till the end of the video, thank you. If you want to see more things like this, hit that notification bell. Hit all on that bad boy. You'll get all my notifications for when I post new videos like this one here. If you're not subscribed here already, please hit that subscribe button down below. I'm on my way to 500. I'm very excited about that. That's the goal. 500 by maybe the end of the year. That would be very nice. Anyways, until next time. Later.